Hello, learning community. Let's talk about preparing and giving an effective oral presentation. Practice is the foundation to a successful oral presentation. As you can see, there are numerous elements to cover, such as presenter organization, presenter attire, becoming a topic expert. But the mastery of all of these aspects of an oral presentation still depend on sufficient practice. Practice, practice, practice. Prepare your PowerPoint slides and then practice what you want to say. Practice time needs to include the use of a laser pointer, if you will be using one, and also how the presentation will be split between you and your partner. And when preparing your slides, write short phrases, vocabulary words, or display graphs, charts, tables, or photographs, and then fill in with your commentary. Make edits as needed, and then time yourself multiple times. You've practiced enough when a quick glance at each slide prompts you to know what you want to say without needing to refer to notes, and you stay within the 5 minutes time constraint. When organizing your presentation, slide 1 is the title slide and contains your presentation title and the names of the presenters. Slide 2 is a brief topic introduction, providing a bit of topic background, and you may want to answer, why is this topic important? Slide 3, to however many slides you have, are the main topic presentation, and then the final slide is a brief topic summary or conclusion. Become an expert on your topic. There will be a lot more information about your topic than you will have time to share, and that's okay. The more you know about the topic, the easier it will be to organize your thoughts and determine what is most important to convey to the audience. But be careful not to overload the slides with information. You risk overwhelming your audience. If presenting a detailed graph or flowchart, use animation functions to add layers to the image, providing explanation with each new addition. The final slide may appear overwhelming, but because the audience received the information a little at a time, they shouldn't feel overwhelmed. And you may want to provide a handout with your slides. The handout permits the viewer to write supporting comments without having to copy the slide contents first in order for their supporting comments to make any sense. And give credit where credit is due by citing references, quotes, or paraphrases. For a short presentation, it's often best to acknowledge the contribution on the slide where it is mentioned. For example, you can say, according to Hartford et al., ... Or, additionally, Dr. Linda Garrow stated, ... Also, put the actual citation at the base of the slide. This pairs the contribution with the citation and doesn't require a slide or time saved at the end of the presentation to go through all of the acknowledgments. For your presentation, dress in business casual attire and no hats, please. You can project self-confidence with good posture, clear enunciation, and by projecting your voice so everyone will hear you. And try not to fidget. Calm your hands and avoid a silent pause is best. You may want to move around a bit, but be certain not to block the audience's view of the presentation screen, and speak from your head rather than reading notes. Reading notes is inefficient and prevents you from connecting with the audience. Make eye contact with the audience, or the bridge of their noses if you're not comfortable looking at a person's eyes. Pan the room looking left, right, front and back. Avoid staring at your slides unless actively explaining an item on them, such as a graph. Just glance at them periodically to be certain that you've covered all that you wanted to say. And if you will use a laser pointer, steady your hand. Scribbling and loop-de-loops are distracting. If more than pointing is needed to show the audience where to look, just draw a line or a circle once and then freeze. Also, know your audience. You want to use language appropriate for your audience. Using fancy field or industry-specific terms is fine if the audience will know what the words mean or they'll understand your explanation of the definition. Otherwise, find a simplified way to explain the topic. For our learning community, what you understand, your peers should be able to understand. Lastly, you will be cut off at the 5 minutes mark. So practice, practice, practice. 5 minutes can go very fast. Set a timer and practice your presentation exactly as you plan to give it. If you and your partner are tag teaming or alternating slides, this needs to be practice. And have fun.